Now, you told me a story about you telling some people that you knew how to speak English. And can you tell me a little bit about that story? I mean, you were a tour guide, right?
Oh my God, really?
Oh. Tell us a little bit about that story, please.
I'm gonna feel embarrassed.
No, please. Tell us a little bit about that story. It's very cute.
Okay, well, at that time I had just started learning English, and I worked with events, business events, and I was a receptionist, and kind of I used to have opportunity to get in touch with foreigners most of the time, but I didn't speak English at that time, so I started studying, and I realized that if I spoke only Portuguese, they would pay me like 100. But if I spoke English too, and I was a bilingual, so they would pay 200. And I said, oh, I think I can do it. And then I took a chance. During the first time, just in the interview, they were selecting people. The girl just came to me during the interview and asked me, okay, Michele, can I ask you some questions in English? And I said, yeah, sure. I was pretty much confident at that time, so yeah, sure. And she told me probably the guests and the foreigners would ask you simple questions like, where's the restroom? And I knew where's the restroom or the rest, whatever. And she asked me, and I knew where is it, but I couldn't really explain because I didn't know how to speak English at that time, really. But I said so. And I said, well, it's there. And then I pointed. She laughed, of course, because she realized that I had understood what she asked me, but I couldn't answer. But she laughed. She thought that I was cute and funny, and she gave me the job. When I came there, I started, of course, saying good morning, because that was the job actually. I didn't have to keep a conversation with foreigners at that time. But at some point, they decided to give a tour at the end of the job. They decided to give a tour for a small group of foreigners. And they would pay like much more. And they asked, is somebody available? And I said, oh my gosh, I am available, I can do it. But I had not a clue how to do it. And I said, oh my God, I have to pay my bills. And I don't really know how to speak English, but I can try either way. I'm here, I'm in Rio de Janeiro, I'm in Brazil, I'm a Brazilian, and I'm trying. So I was super excited at that day, a little bit afraid, but I had to do it. And I came to the driver with an English dictionary, English, English dictionary under my arm. At that time, I didn't have the Google Translator yet. And then I came to the driver and asked him, hey guy, please come over here. Let's talk. Where are you going today? Please tell me, because I need to prepare how to explain them where are we going. And he told me, well, we are going here, 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 here. And I took note of all those places and went to my dictionary, looked the words that I didn't know, and okay, I'm ready. Please don't change your list, please, okay? Done? We had a van with like 12 foreigners, Americans, European guys, and let's start it. And then every time we were going to a tourism point, so a seaside, and then I took a note of my list, took a look at my dictionary, and okay, so here's the cathedral, here's the Christ, here's the lagoon, so I got confident at that point. And I thought, okay, I think I can do something by myself. And then I did it. I did something that I have asked to the drive do not do. I add something in the list. And there is an island there in Rio, downtown area, called Ilha Fiscal. And I just said, hey guys, here is the Fiscal Island, where we had the last prom of Empire. And they started looking at me, looking at each other. Last prom of Empire? Is that correct? And I had looked at them, I had checked my dictionary. It was correct. Prom, baile. So I just didn't know that prom is the high school. Is the high school prom actually. But I was confident, and we keep on moving, and I was so, wow, I can really do it, and I was making double money. Wow, that's great. And then when we came into one of the most famous seaside point in Rio, I didn't know how to introduce how to say the name, but I had looked again my dictionary, Portuguese, English, English, Portuguese, and I said, hey people, here's the sugar bread. And again they looked at each other. What this girl is saying? Oh, what is she saying? And I was so, sugar bread instead of sugar loaf. I didn't know the pão de açúcar was sugar loaf and not sugar bread, because I took a look. I was like just starting studying English, and I needed the dictionary to, oh my god. But I was having fun, I was enjoying, and I was pretty much happy of being there, doing my job, and I was able to pay my bills, and I was meeting foreign people, and they laughed very much because of my mistakes and because of my wood face. And then I've made some friends in that job, and it was quite funny. That's it.